Okay, here we go. Took a second, but here we are, Virtual Dub Mod. Yay! This is the basic interface: file, edit, video, streams, options, tools, help, buttons on the bottom. I will be showing you what each of them do. Now you can go open video file, and you can choose the video from there, or I'm just going to go ahead and drag this on. Audio stream doesn't really matter because you will not be using the audio from the actual anime, so go ahead, load up. And we're done. Alrighty, here we go. I'm going to maximize this. I normally have everything different size, but yeah, as you can see, you got the two little frames. They're not going to exactly fit. And cars. And you can move right here, this little icon, down the timeline. And scroll through. Good times. It's your movie. Yay. Okay, this right here, this button, we'll play it. Right here. Look! Woo! Chorus. It's beautiful. This little button right here will go through it frame by frame. This will jump to the end. This will jump to the beginning. This will play through a certain sequence. It goes usually for about as long as a scene. And these are the marker tools, which I will get to in a minute. Now, preparing the footage. Like I said, the audio stream does not matter. So, because we're not going to be using the audio, so we're going to get rid of the audio now. By going to Streams, Stream List, and because, as you can see, here is the audio stream for the video, and we are going to disable it, and hit OK. Okay, now the audio is gone. No more audio, so you won't have to worry about that interfering with the audio that you've chosen for your AMV. Next thing we're going to do is, some videos have a little problem called interlacing, which are these lines across the screen. If you notice that your anime is interlaced, which most are, chorus is apparently not interlaced. The little title screen is for one reason or another, but the anime itself is apparently not. You go to Video, Filters, Add, and Deinterlace. Okay. And the deinterlacing mode of blend fields together best, that will already be pre-selected. Just hit OK. OK one more time. And your video has been deinterlaced now. It is now deinterlaced. You will be able to notice it on the right side of the screen. You can't really notice it here because, like I said, no real interlacing. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to choose the mode of compression. I'm going to go to Video, Compression, and okay, so it opens up. Now here are your options. You can choose Labyrinth Lossless Codec. Labyrinth is very functional in Sony Vegas. Hafyev is usually Hafyev V211, whatever. That is widely accepted by many editing programs. It likes it quite a bit. Or you can do uncompressed. Be ready for some really big files. If you are a Windows Movie Maker editor, this is my personal opinion. Movie Maker, no matter what you really do, you cannot get top-notch quality. This is a codec I used to use, Intel Indio Video 4.5. This is a codec. You don't have the large file sizes as you get with Hafyev and Labyrinth, and it still maintains the quality okay. It's about on par as to what you're going to get with Windows Movie Maker. This I would only recommend for Windows Movie Maker users. This is, once again, my personal opinion. Encode in this codec. It'll be smaller file sizes, and, you know, once again, you won't have top-notch quality, but you can't really expect much more from Movie Maker. Now, personally, I'm going to go with Hafyev. Hit OK. And let's see here. Now, you can render this entire VOB. It's going to be a very, very large file. The Hafyev, I believe it'll be about 6 gigs or something. Yeah, so unless you have a lot of, you know, space on your computer, be ready. Now, say like you're making multi-anime video or whatever, or just wanted one like little scene from this video. Let's see here. We just want from this scene. Okay, we're gonna start here, and I only want to, you know, like this one little part of the fight sequence. Then I'm going to click right here, this little key, This is the marker. This signifies where you want to start the beginning of your clip. I want to start it right here on this scene. And let's see here. I want all these explosions and... Ooh, shiny. Slow motion, fighting, 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 and I want to end it there. Okay, that's where I want to end it. Okay, then I go ahead and I click this marker right here. And as you can see on the timeline, it has become gray. That is the part of the video I've selected. So when I go to render it, or save it, excuse me, that is the only portion of the video that will save. Now you can go through and you can do something called subclipping and prepare individual video files, you know, like little scenes to edit with instead, you know, little chunks of the movie, you know, all cut up instead of just one big file that you can scan through. It's personal preference. I used to cut it up in subclip. Now I just edit with one big video file, but once again, personal preference. Having the individual video files, well, it does take a little bit longer to subclip. It does make scene selection a bit easier because then you're not panning through the entire video over and over and over again trying to find the right scene. You know, you've already had it pre-picked out, etc. But you know, some people just like, you know, the full video. Once again, your choice. Anyways, once you have decided whether you want to subclip or render the full file, you go to File, Save As, and choose, you know, wherever you want to save it. Type in the file name, save it as. And that's it. And if you are subclipping, then you can only subclip. You can only save one subclip at a time. So go through, you save that one. All right, move down the timeline. I want this man, female-looking thing to there. Next subclip, and that's how that goes. Anyways, that is basic DVD ripping and footage preparation. Now, you could go a bit more in depth if you know ABS scripting, clean your footage, use DG index, but this is the basic of the basics. And I hope you enjoy this, and I really hope to see more DVD rip quality footage, you know, AMVs out there. Once again, this has been Radical UA, and thanks.